Are you looking to be married?
Yes.
So why aren't you again?
Because I have not found the woman to marry yet. I just said that.
So you're not looking.
Okay, I'm just going to stay quiet. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I got a question. Lego. You said there's good women that you know, which is great, but they're not good enough for you to marry. So how are they good?
Well, that's the reason why I pulled away from the whole good situation, because it's good and then it's good enough.
What? Are you a good dude?
No,
don't bullshit.
No.
You know if you're a good man or not.
I don't believe in saying something about myself. Somebody else can say that about me, because everything is in the eye of the beholder. So I don't run around saying I'm a good man. Because I don't like women saying I'm a good woman, because you can't say you're a good woman. It's what the environment is saying about you. The environment will dictate that.
I disagree because that would mean that you don't know what you bring to the table.
Everybody has something that they need. So bringing to the table is also some bullshit, because different people need different things. So you don't know what you bring to the table that is valuable to them.
Okay, let's make it simple. Let's make it simple. Let's make it simple because you
can know what you bring to the table, but it might not be. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, bro. Let's make it simple. Let's make it simple since you want.
But what I bring to the table does not make me good, depending on what the person needs from me, is what I'm saying.
So you telling me you don't know what good or bad is?
It doesn't. Good or bad doesn't exist. It doesn't freaking matter, because I could be a good man to this woman and I could be trash to this woman. It depends on what they need, and that's my point.
Come on, Mr. Let Go. We know what good and bad is, bro. Come on.
It doesn't matter, is what I'm saying. But what's your point, Ricky?
Okay. When we're building a community, when we're building a society and a community, good and bad matter.
Hold up.
We need a spectrum.
Thank you. But let's simplify it. Let's simplify it. Do you consider yourself a high value man?
I don't like all this red pill bullshit, but I'll just say yes for the record.
Okay, got you.
It's red pill bullshit. But go ahead.
Okay, I got you. It's not even red pill. It's simple. This is simple, right? What I want to ask you next is, if you have a wife, if you chose a wife, are you able to provide for her?
Yes.
Are you going to protect her?
Yes.
Okay, and we already know you believe that you're going to lead the stable, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so why aren't you married?
I have not found a woman that is right for me yet. But look at this. There's plenty of good women out here. So you said two things. So you kind of like alluded to something where it's not good women out here, not a lot of good women out here. I just haven't found the woman, or I may have found the woman. But the bottom line is, it's all about finding the right person, because it's millions of women, millions of men. So for us as men and women to say there is not this out there is some bullshit, because we live in our particular cities and states, right? It might be somebody that lives in another state that we ain't met yet. But to sit here and say it ain't no good men or it ain't no good woman, that's some dumb shit. And I'm not saying you're saying that, but that's why I wanted to jump in to try to get an understanding of what you're trying to say, because there are great women, there are great men. If we still single, we just ain't met them yet, but it doesn't mean that they're not out there yet. That's all I'm saying.
I got a question.
I'm just trying to get a better understanding of what you're saying in involving to that, because I was a little confused by what you were saying, Rick.
It's cool. But again, what I'm asking is, and the last question I got to ask you is, are you looking to be married?
Yes.
So why aren't you again?
Because I have not found the woman to marry yet. I just said that.
So you're not looking.
Okay, I'm just going to stay quiet. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I got a question. Lego. You said there's good women that you know, which is great, but they're not good enough for you to marry. So how are they good?
Well, that's the reason why I pulled away from the whole good situation, because it's good and then it's good enough. Because there's a lot of good women, but you ain't just going to marry a woman simply because she's a good woman. She has to fit your She has to fit your life, right? Like, for example, as an example, say I meet a good woman who got 3 kids. I don't want that. So that woman isn't for me. It might be a good woman who is fat. She isn't for me. It might be a good woman that is this or that is that. or a good woman that lives way the fuck in on the West Coast, and she doesn't want to move to the East Coast. So she can be a great woman, but she, because of her career or her life or her family dynamic, she don't plan on moving from LA. She's not for me. So that's just 3 examples.
Yep.
Of
I got you. I get
good, but not good for me.
I got you. And I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. You sound like a female because good is not enough for you.
You can say whatever you want to say, but
I did. I said what I wanted to say.
Okay, what you said just sounds stupid.
Yeah, it sounds stupid to you because it applies to you.
Awesome. What's your point? What is your point of saying that?
I made it already.
The point
you didn't make a point. That's the reason why I interrupted you, because your whole entire thesis.
No, it wasn't. The reason you interrupted me because you didn't have a rebuttal.
Shit, I'm trying to find out what you're talking about.
The reason you interrupted me because you didn't have a rebuttal.
No, I interrupted you to get understanding.
Please move on. I don't argue with fools. Let's keep it going.
I was gonna say that maybe it's not a good woman. It's just you haven't found a wife. Because
that's my point.
Good lady, or that's what you're saying, doesn't mean she's white.
And that is my point.
So that caters to what he's trying to say. He's trying to say that there's not a lot of wives out there.
No, it's not. Hold on.
No,
my point is there are a lot of wives, but they are not suitable for you. Just because a woman is a wife does not, like Trigger Mike's wife versus my ex-wife or somebody else's Ricky's wife. They're 2 different people. Trigger Mike cannot switch wives with Ricky's wife. They're two different people. One may look at one woman like, no, she's not for me, but she is a wife because she's somebody's wife now. So that's an example right there.
I disagree, because I'm sorry, Chris, real quick.
You good? Go ahead.
Men are similar, right? So let's say all of the men on here that are married are leaders, right? I'm not saying y'all should be swapping wives, but the same.
But I bet if they did, they wouldn't see the other woman as their wife.
No, listen to this. If Trigger Mike was looking for a specific wife, right? The qualities that most of these guys want in a wife, I'm pretty sure the wife that they chose, we're all alike. I meet wives like myself all the time. So I cannot say that we cannot swap and we would have, not saying we would know everything about the person, but it would be probably, it could happen, meaning because we're given the same qualities that these men are looking for.
But Lady Di, I just want to say this. If everybody just turned single, right? Everybody divorced their person and everybody up here got with the person that divorced, they would not marry the person that the person divorced. They wouldn't. And that's what I'm saying, because each person has to be suitable to you. It wouldn't happen. If you got divorced, Trigger Mike got divorced, I would not marry you for whatever reason. It wouldn't happen, because people are people. You might not like me, I might not like you. Like, we can't just find somebody that is wife material and say, I'm gonna be with them, because they got to be suitable to your life. We live in different states. There's a lot of different variables.
I think we overcomplicate stuff too. I think just us as a people, we overcomplicate things that shouldn't be as complicated as we make them. I think y'all are kind of saying the same thing. I think foundationally, the foundation is messed up. Like the culture, our culture and society doesn't prioritize values, morals, and character. Like, I think that's where we mess up, because there's no culture that actually promotes that actually makes it cool, that actually makes it something we should aspire for. Like, married couples aren't popping like that. They're not on all the pages getting all the attention. They get a little attention, but they don't get the volatility of like millions of eyes and people talking and all the up flare of all that stuff. That stuff isn't cool. We got to make it cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to do that. We can't let society, or I ain't gonna hold you, just the certain people that run media, Disney, all that stuff, that run these different media outlets, the blogs, all that stuff. We can't let them dictate what's cool to us. We have to do that.